Hello and welcome to Combos and Chill. Tonight is a special episode. We're gonna be doing a new series called Table for Four, which is that I'm gonna be inviting three friends over, and we're gonna be talking about some specific topic. And at the end of the show, we're gonna reach to a conclusion. So, for tonight, table for four. I'm getting used to it, so bear with me. For tonight, the topic is gaming, and I got few of my good friends in the house. We got FAHAD DURRANI, the guy from Gamers Lounge Dubai, and we have Neil De Cruz from the band Nicotine, Dubai-based band Nicotine, and SARIM MAHTAB, which all of them were previously on the episodes from Combos and Chill. But tonight, because these guys are into gaming, so we're going to be talking strictly about gaming, gadgets, and future of gaming, the games, and everything else. So, without any further ado, I'm going to be welcoming my friends to the set. Guys, how's things, man?
All good, man. All good. Thank
Awesome.
you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Birthday Dirty as well. So happy
Oh,
birthday.
Thank you
Oh,
very
yeah,
much.
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
bro.
Dirty.
It's all good, man. How's everything with you guys? So, you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves. Tell something small about yourself. So, who wants to go first, man?
Neil, go for it.
Yeah. So, so I think pretty much you guys know me. I'm in a band called Nicotine. We've been around for about, I don't know, like more than about 10 years, I guess. And I love gaming. So I've been an avid gamer since since early 2000s when I got my first PC. It's like strategy, first-person shooters, and So pretty much been a PC gamer all my life. Yeah.
Okay, so Fahad Durrani, tell us about yourself, man. For people who are watching, they don't know you.
Yeah, well, clearly I'm player 3. So I'm the admin for Gamers Lounge Dubai. I launched that back in 2012. And ever since then, it's picked up 4,000 members later.
What a milestone, man.
I'm a PlayStation fanboy.
hmm
But I tend to go into Xbox or Switch or PC here and there.
Oh, okay.
I got into gaming when I was probably 9 years old.
hmm
Been avid gamer ever since. And also, as you can see, I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Yes. That I wish, down the line, as I've talked to you, maybe in like October or September, we're going to have like a specific table for four session over wrestling. So we're going to like geek the fuck out. So, the last guy on the table, Sarim Mahtab. Introduce yourself with the audience, man.
Hey guys, so my name is Sarim. I love traveling. I like blogging. I'm an engineer by profession. And as like everyone else, I love gaming. Although I got into gaming quite late. My biggest breakthrough would be I borrowed a PS3 of a friend to play GTA 5. Since then, I didn't stop. Also, I have played a couple of games on PS1. So,
So,
I'm a PS4 gamer. PS4 represent.
So out of us four, three of us are console players, and one of us,
I'm an engineer by profession.
and one of us is a PC player. So we're kind of ganging up on you, Cruz.
Yeah, I know. Pretty much. I think that's why I was invited to this party. So.
The thing is, like, we're gonna be talking about every sides of. We're gonna talk generally about gaming, whether it's on PC or console. What is the advantages of going on PC? What is the advantages of being on console? Is it easier to play with a keyboard or like a controller or like stuff like this? And we're gonna be talking about gadgets and and the trailers for some of the upcoming games, some of them that which are released already. And we're going to be talking about all these things, so we want to cover everything. So whoever is watching, please let your friends know about this. By the way, I forgot to mention, after the show is off air, I'm gonna be announcing the winner for the second giveaway, which Gamers Lounge Dubai is presenting us with a download code for NFS Heat game for PS4. So I'm gonna be announcing the winner after the show. So go to the post in Instagram, Combos and Chill page, follow the drill, do it, tag a friend, share and like and all the good stuff, and best of luck to whoever is like participating. And okay, back to the main topic. So lately there's a lot of good games coming out, man. I mean, but I was thinking to talk about, like, okay, the games are great, but there's some allegations against some of the games, man, as in, like, you know, Last of Us, and which Fahad also posted something on Gamers Lounge. It was regarding some Nintendo game. I'm not aware of the name. You guys know that whole, there was some allegations like regarding some sexual shit and stuff like this. So I want to say, like, is this things are very like important in games, or is just something that people are getting really easily triggered by nowadays? Like, what's your take on?
Before you guys talk about it, just make sure, just want to let you know, I haven't played Last of Us yet.
No spoilers, bro. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No. I'm gonna just be playing the trailer, so you've seen the trailer.
Okay, so I have been playing Last of Us for the past 2-3 days. I just started 2-3 days, and well, yeah, it is like the whole LGBTQ thing is quite prominent in the game, and so basically it's the relationship, and the whole game revolves around the relationship. Like Joel and Ellie, the two characters of the game, they were part of the first. In the first part, the whole game revolves around their relationship, and now it's a new relationship. But that's the only difference. I will not spoil anymore.
Well, the thing is, like, no, I know there's no spoilers. I was talking like about this thing. It's like, why this thing even exists? Like, why they're bringing it to the games? Like, okay, these things are sensitive on its own, on, let's say, on any other social media platform, but when it comes to games is like, it's the place for everyone that, you know, we just want to hang around and, like, you know, talk and, you know, have fun with the game. I don't think these are the stuff that I mean, people need to pay attention to. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just thinking too much about it. I don't know. I wanted to take your takes on the whole matter. Do you think is it necessary to, you know, be there, or it's just an extra thing that people are really paying attention to for no reason?
Well, my take on it would be probably think about character development, right? So in every story, there is some sort of emotional connect between the player or between the viewer to the content that is there. So if you're not able to connect, and I think that's what they're using that as a way to connect to the character, to understand what the character goes in emotionally, you know, and their feelings, and could be anything. So trying to make a character real is what they're trying to do by bringing that aspect in. So this is my 2 cents. I just feel that, you know, they're just trying to do something different, trying to make an emotional connect with the player. So that's why.
So
I will just add something to what Neil said. So to go a bit away. So the game called Death Stranding, in the whole game, the whole game is about the relationship between the main character Sam Bridges and the baby he is carrying. So the whole game, they say like 100 times to Sam, do not get attached to your baby. It's just a device you use for a specific reason. But he does get attached to it. And of course, you as a player, you are seeing this relationship develop throughout the game. You're part of it. So you do have that emotional connection. And in Death Stranding, it was insanely strong.
And by the way, like, okay, okay, whichever. I mean, I didn't play Death Stranding because I don't know. I just get lost in these type of games. I mean, I'm sure you played it, Sarim. You were the first person I know that you were going crazy about this game. Well, what is the main concept? Can you give us like an insight about it, just refreshing?
So the main concept is that it's like a post-apocalyptic world, and you have like these people who die, if you don't incinerate them, their souls, you can say, they go into the air and they become this extraterrestrial creature called BTs. They've not mentioned anywhere what is the full form of a BT, but and they consume you, basically kill you. So the whole game revolves around a group of people, a small organization of survivors who are remote all around US, and what your job is to connect all of them on a network. So that's the whole thing of the game. Now, where the baby comes in, if your connection with the baby, which they refer to as BB, helps you see those, detect those creatures, because those creatures you cannot see them. So that's how the game is about. Being a Kojima game, it is insanely hard to explain it to a person. Even as a player, it takes a whole bunch of hours to actually understand what is going on. Like if you don't read through those emails which you get and those notes and like the tasks or the books you get inside the game, you don't understand what's going on. And if you go through the Death Stranding Facebook group, there are so many people who give up on the game, and they're like, oh, this game is horrible, you don't understand anything. But then you have the opposite side, which anyone who's played a Kojima game can understand that.
Actually, before continuing, we got Maxime in the house. Thank you very much, Maxime, for tuning in. He was my last episode's guest, and he's a game developer. So I learned a lot of new things from the guy, and he's talking regarding the whole Last of Us spoiler. He's saying, spoiler alert, Kanye wins 2020. And he's talking regarding Death Stranding.
Then I should stop playing Last of Us then.
And he's saying Death Stranding is quite hard to explain. It's like all Kojima work. So he's agreeing with you on that point.
Yeah.
Plus the characters they developed, they got Norman Reedus as the main character, Sam Bridges. They got Mads Mikkelsen. These people won awards for their performance in the game. So once you play the game, you can understand how much of depth has gone into and how much of hard work has been put into this game.
So
have you guys played it on the PC yet?
Nope. Not
yeah,
yet.
we were just talking about that because the whole group is going crazy because they released it on PC. And Neil, you have to play this game.
Yeah, most definitely. It's on my list. It's already on my list. Yeah, for sure. Because before that, also, I think they released a demo. It's called PT Demo, which is on the PS4. I don't know if any of you guys played that or downloaded that.
I did.
Yeah, so I still have it on my PC.
Yeah, I think they removed it from the store.
Yeah.
So
So if you have it, that's a jewel that you will have on your.
Apparently that was supposed to be the reboot for Silent Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Until that got.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Man, Silent Hill, such a old school game. I still remember I couldn't even play it during the day, man. This is how scary that game was. Like I was in my room and just not in my room. Like back in the days, we didn't have how Middle Eastern parents are. One guy living with all your siblings in one room. So the thing is, I'm just sitting by myself and I'm playing. You guys remember that part that it was like a foggy room and you need to walk in the fog and you just have a pipe to. That pipe is your weapon, and you remember the movement of the character was so slow.
Yeah,
man, I was always shitting bricks. I mean, dude, that part was super scary. I mean, come on, man. For me, Silent Hill was one of the scariest game ever. I mean, whoever's watching, tell us what is the scariest game you ever played. I'm sure it's not Resident Evil or even because.
The scariest game I have ever played was Dead Space 1, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially the starting when you enter the ship and then you see that the crashing through the opposite side of the glass. I almost shut down the game. Fuck this.
Is it about zombies or what?
Uh, it's about there's this I can't remember what's his name. What was his name? Anyone you remember?
Was it a what you call PlayStation game, or was it like a?
Yeah, it was for all consoles, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox.
I don't remember that
So
game.
he comes on the ship because there was a distress call, and all of a sudden he's attacked by these mutated humans. But the game, the atmosphere, it is so scary. The atmosphere, the sounds, the enemies that sometimes the enemies that they're just lying there. You just cross by and they just jump at you. So I remember there was this one guy. I think I was reading a walkthrough or something because I was lost. So the guy said, make sure you amputate the arms and the legs and the head. If you see just a body just lying somewhere, you'll tag me later.
That's what that was a trick in the game, like you had to do it.
Yeah,
so
no, it's not a trick. It's so you don't get attacked by these enemies that are just lying there. You think they're dead, but they're not.
Oh, so I mean, I don't know how I missed on that. And
No, if you get a chance to play Dead Space on PS3, I highly recommend it, or on PC.
man, I skipped the generation. I actually missed on PS3 and I moved on directly to PS4, and I'm like, and PS4 was like, a big step up for me because I was always like a PS2 guy. Like, come on, man. I mean, even until now, I think PS2 games, which was one of the topics I want to talk about, like PS2 games, some of the graphics and the quality of the game, even story based or like the whole graphics was way ahead of its time. You guys agree on that? There was a lot of games.
For sure.
Well, that's what made the PlayStation the most selling console of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy.
Till date.
There was a lot of good games. I mean, like, wait, on PS2 we still had like fake, like.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we still had it. We still had it.
I still remember, man. I was so hesitant of buying Def Jam Fight for New York, the original one, because the fake one that I had, the audio was not working. So I was like, man, I want to hear.
I played Def Jam to death, man. Even if when I finished the campaign, I still played it.
I used to go to my friend's house to play that game.
Man, dude, you know that something like a fun fact. You guys, I don't know if you guys were into Def Jam franchise. You guys remember Def Jam Vendetta?
Yeah, I played both the games, man.
You know that originally Def Jam, or originally the whole idea for Def Jam Vendetta was supposed to be for a WCW game. That they once WWF
Engine, you mean?
once WWF bought over WCW, that whole contract went to shit. So the whole concept, I mean, the first time they released that whole wrestling rappers and like musicians was Def Jam Vendetta, and it was a huge success, man. I mean, from there they made the Fight for New York and Def Jam Icon, which it was a shitty one. I didn't like Def Jam Icon.
That didn't do very well.
Yeah, you had to do a DJ scratch to do a finisher. That was like, what the hell, man? That was weird as. So you know what? I mean, there is a lot that we can talk about games. There is a lot of new games are coming out that they're crazy with graphics, as in like, some of the guys are mentioning it is like, by the way, Samara is saying hi, Sarim. Thank you very much for tuning in, Samara. And Maxime is saying Last of Us 2, there are some really terrifying moments, but he can't spoil it for you. So
yes, please don't. Please don't.
Thank you, Maxime, for being
I haven't even booted the game, so yeah.
Yeah, by the way, most of them they didn't. I mean, I think Neil and Fahad didn't play it, and Sarim has just started the game. So let's keep it under, like, let's limit ourselves. Just give the, just if you want to give, like, I don't know, you know what, just don't say anything regarding the game, just like
yeah, like, because when you're like, you have a full-time job, you have the money to buy the games, but you don't have the time to play all the games. So I bought Last of Us the day it was released, but I started playing it 2 days ago. I bought Ghost of...
like a month ago?
Yeah, that was almost a month ago. I bought the Ghost of Tsushima when it was released, but of course I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, that's on my list too.
Yeah, I gave it to a friend of mine who's playing it right now, and I saw the 5 minutes of it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And Maxime is saying Mario Kart is also scary, especially when the blue with
the blue shell.
with the
Oh,
blue
yes.
shell.
The blue shell.
Yes, the blue shell, the dreaded blue shell. What I do is whenever I'm always at first, so that's no issue. So when I'm first, and my friend who's at eighth and shoots the blue shell, I just go back a bit. So whoever's behind me goes in front, gets the blue shell, then I start accelerating.
But this is the new Mario Kart.
Doesn't matter whether it's Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 64, it's the same thing.
We didn't have these things back in the days, and I'm
No,
talking
Mario
about.
Kart 64 had the blue shell.
Oh, wait a second. So maybe I was playing the game in the wrong way. I was just driving.
It's like the blue shell is a good thing.
Blue shell is a good thing.
I just remember choosing Toad. That was it. We were fighting over Toad. Whoever gets that guy, it goes faster. So that was the only thing we had in our heads. So, and
It all comes down to skill, bro.
skill, which
You can play as Princess Peach and still win.
yeah, man. And Keelish is in the house, the guy responsible for the illustration in the beginning of the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Keelish is saying happy birthday, dirty boy. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Thanks a lot for the good, for all the kind words, guys. It means the world to me. And let's kick it back to the topic, man. I mean, okay, I was as I was saying, there's a lot of new games coming out, and the whole man PS5. What is your takes on it, man? Like, is it going on a good direction, or is it gonna fire back? How is the thing, man? I mean, let's take turns and say how you guys feel about the whole quality of the graphics, the looks of the whole PS5, that it looks different to some people. And, just give us your take on the whole PS5 controller or whatever. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
I let the current console players go first.
He wants to bash us.
Man, what annoys me right now with the whole marketing of the PS5 is them they're not showing the actual fucking console.
Oh, really? I thought
Like,
they showed it.
No, they just showed us it's like a CGI.
It just renders. It just renders.
Yeah. And 2-3 days ago, they showed Jeff Keighley show off the controller just like that, playing Astro Bots. It didn't really meet. He said, "Oh yeah, it feels this way. You can you press it down, you can feel the trigger buttons. Doesn't make any difference to us. We need to feel it." Xbox has already shown their controller. They've shown their console. They've shown what's in the console. They've shown everything else. But I'm pretty sure we only get to see the physical consoles on launch day for the PS5, the way it's going.
So, okay, regarding, like, is it meeting the expectations of every gamer? As in, like, quality-wise and, like, graphic-wise and, like,
I don't think it's sold. I mean, when they showed off the games at the on the PlayStation, what's that called? They were showing off all the PlayStation games, all the trailers.
On the reveal, you mean?
The reveal, yeah, sorry. The games look good. People are hyped, but, show us more. I don't think we're sold on it. There's no price yet, and we're in July. We're a few months away from. I think they start doing the pre-orders in October, and they said by holiday season. So I'm assuming by November, December it should be released. But I don't know, man. It's like I don't think it's going to be selling very well at launch. At least my honest opinion.
But there's always those people that they want to buy everything from the get-go, So I'm sure.
You always have those people. You will always have those people.
No, the other day where was I reading that PlayStation is going to only do pre-order per person.
What that means?
Because there's some people who buy there's some people who buy a bulk, right? Like the wholesalers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and plus I read as well they're not going to manufacture that many consoles. So, I don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, that's crazy, man.
I mean, for the first time, I'm actually looking forward to the Xbox Live that's coming on the 23rd.
So you're shifting, you're changing your.
No,
religion.
I'm not shifting, but I'm actually looking forward to what Xbox is going to reveal because there's a lot of hype around that too.
Be honest, man. We are all like straightforward together. I mean, here, come on, man.
one of the reasons I guess why PlayStation hasn't even revealed what it looks like, because they're waiting for Xbox as well. Because if they have to do any tweaks, anything, they want to be one up, right? You always want to be one up on your competitor. So you kind of have.
So we did a podcast on this when the PlayStation reveal happened. My friend Ali, he mentioned that it looks like the disc version was a last minute thing.
Okay.
Like the way the disc is added to the console, it's like they started off with the digital, and then when they saw the Xbox one, they're like, you know what? Oh shit, let's make a CD based one too. So they just quickly designed one and threw it up there.
Yeah, actually, I saw that podcast of Fahad from Gamers Lounge Dubai, and yeah, it does look like that, and I agree that not showing a real console is annoying, but there could be two reasons for it. One could be the technicality of it, and two, it could also be they don't want to make for risks of being leaked.
Well, leaked in what sense?
What?
In the internal know-hows, like you mentioned that they're waiting for the Xbox. Neil mentioned they're waiting for the Xbox. So if they release an actual console, they will have to give it to the, let's say, the reviewers to have a look at it, and they will not have any chance to one up Xbox.
No, I mean every year, not every year, every 5-6 years when they release a new console, they have E3 to show it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this year they didn't have E3, so they could have gone a different direction and had, just show off the actual physical console.
Yeah, I would like to check that out as well. But I do like the fact that they have a non-disc version.
So
I think that's where things are going right now, because people rather buy digital than physical. Plus, digital online usually is cheaper than physical.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, like,
especially when it comes to sales as well, the sales and the bundles and the summer offers and the winter offers. They have the $5 a month. You get like a 20-30 games for $5 each, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think they have some server issues, right, regarding that. Something with PS Play within the Middle East. They have some.
PS Now.
PS Now is not working. Yeah,
that's not available here.
It's not available, which is a sad thing. I mean, I think that EA platform is available. Yeah, the EA1 that you can play every game that is released under EA. I mean, that's a good deal, but I mean, in my opinion, I don't know, is there any difference in deliverance, as in like quality-wise, when it comes to Xbox or PS, or they're just both working with the same type of graphics and same type of deliverance? Is there literally a difference? Which I'm not like I don't see any difference.
So I guess.
I feel the technical capability of both are extremely good. Maybe they're at par, but it's PS wins always because of its exclusive titles, the games they come up with. And since the beginning, like we've been talking about these games, Death Stranding, we've been talking about Last of Us. These are all really iconic and games which only came on PS4.
They're like brands already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And PS, because you have so many PS players, they already have a big network of people playing online. So I think in that way, Xbox is still behind, but the technicality, I doubt that they are any further behind. They can do it. I mean, they are Microsoft.
So Neil, you didn't mention your take on the whole PS5 thing. So tell us about your side of the story. How you see the things.
For me, it's just another console. And
the funny part is the first person I saw an actual PS3 owner was you, Neil.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, because you were one of the first people I knew who bought it.
So so the thing is, even after having the PS3 also as well, I always go back to the PC to be very honest, when you start playing on a console, you love the feel of a keyboard and a mouse and everything. It's that dynamics when you try to move it onto a controller, it's not as quick as you want it to be. I just don't know how it is. Like if you play first-person shooters with on PlayStation versus playing, which is what Call of Duty is now. That's what where you have cross-platform players, where you have PS, Xbox players playing with PC. You can see the console players just hating it because of the fact that PC players can do a total 180 in like no time. They absolutely hate that. But the playing with regards to PS5, it's definitely an amazing machine. I mean, specs wise, and I see once it comes into the hands of game developers, they'll be able to use that technology and build on much better looking games to the max of its capacity, right? So right now, I think whatever we saw at the reveal it didn't really tickle my fancy, I would say. I wasn't very impressed with the kind of games, but to be honest, I'm just waiting to see how it goes, like after 6 months after it's released, what new titles come out. That'll be interesting.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I think always, most of the companies, they wait as in, like, they see how other companies, they take the bait to make their game first, and they see, okay, where they effed up, and they can, work on these things, based on the device itself, if it's like delivering the product or not. So I think that's why how many games now is like announced for PS5? Like what, 5 or 6?
They had a bunch of games that were revealed for PS5, and they focus mostly on their exclusive titles. Plus, the trailer really does not show the gameplay. It's more of just graphics. So
just the hype.
Yeah, they create the hype, and to be honest, I mean the hype, it works. I mean it works. Like the background I have, Horizon Forbidden West. The first game was phenomenal, and even today, if you play it, the graphics are insane. So people expect the second one to be either as good or even better, and I'm sure it would be better. So you can still not say how good it is in reality until you actually see the gameplay. But they focused more on the exclusive titles, which they don't have to worry about PC or Xbox because they will never be getting them.
It's going to be interesting since everything is digital, all the events, all the showcasing and everything else. Like if you go to like especially events here in the UAE, the Comic Cons and Game Cons and all that stuff, you can actually physically play the game, know how it feels. Do you like it? You won't like it. You buy it. You won't buy it. But now you won't get opportunity. You'll have to count on reviewers, whether the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X is worth buying. You know what I mean? Like if you go to Comic Con, they would have their PlayStation called the booth, the Xbox booth. You could go play Assassins or you want to play God of War, you want to play Horizon. You can actually feel the game. You like it, you'll buy it. But it's going to be interesting how they're going to sell the game and the console to players if you can't get your hands on it.
Well,
I think the console will just be like you just have to risk it. But the games, they might look into releasing some demos. What do you think?
We haven't had demos in a long time.
Yeah.
Like very rare. Like Capcom, I think the last demo was Capcom for Resident Evil.
Yes.
Capcom?
But
no, Doom also released a demo.
Did they?
The Doom also released a demo.
Okay, I must have missed that one. But the last one I remember was Capcom Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil 3.
So okay, so these as we know that there might be a flop. PS5, it might be a flop from the beginning. Like the few first, let's say the first 6 months, it might have some problems, or it might be even like up to the standards and like perform very good. But
it might go as what happened with the PS3. The PS3 had a horrible launch. Horrible launch. I think because of the price
on
wise.
PS3, man. I don't know what.
Because of the price and because of the lack of games at launch.
Yeah.
So
Neil, what was your take on PS3 when it was released?
No, it's just an amazing console because I think console gamers, no offense guys, but it's a bit lazy, right? So I mean, you just pop in the CD, you just boot it up, it's ready to go. You don't have to.
I admit that I play console mostly because of it.
Yeah. So
I'm
the
lazy.
thing is, this is what it is, right? So but when you come down to playing on a PC, it's like you can tweak a lot of things. You can play mods. You can do a lot of additional things which you can't do on a console. You're pretty much limited. Of course, with PC, with all that comes its own problems where you got hackers, you got cheaters, you got a lot of these things where in consoles you don't have that problem as much. But you do have people playing on consoles with the keyboard and mouse, so that's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, my niece plays on a keyboard and mouse when it comes to Fortnite, which I think it's gonna be easier.
It's same thing for Rocket League. I mean, Rocket League people play on PC, but they use a joystick.
I don't know how they're playing keyboard. Like, I don't know how they play Rocket League with keyboard. I don't know. By the way, this is a good point. I mean, okay, Neil, you are a PC player. Let's talk about the controllers and the keyboard. Would it actually make a difference in a game? Like the way...
First-person shooters, for sure.
Yes, first-person shooters, definitely.
Okay, we're talking... Okay, but let's forget about... Okay, we know how we know our all... Like, we know our CS days and stuff like this. But let's talk as a person who doesn't know. Like, he didn't play CS. He didn't play these games. For them, is it easier to pull off tricks and, like, some movements in the game with the keyboard, or it's easier with the controller, or vice versa? How is it?
With the keyboard, obviously, I haven't seen. That's why with first-person shooters they have auto assist, especially for COD. They do have a little bit of auto assist on that, aim assist, I would say. But tricky because I think it depends. First-person shooters, I think keyboard and mouse is the way to go. Like if you're playing some other games. If you're playing some RPG role-playing games, or you're playing something that's more adventure-based games, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters at all.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, I agree with Neil. First-person shooters, you cannot beat a PC. You cannot.
Exactly.
And if you play cross-platform, even watching the gameplay, you can tell who's a console player, who's a PC player. But where a console player might have advantage on that is because the controllers on a console are dynamic. So, like if you want to move slow, you just move it halfway because you have the joysticks, the analog. So that you cannot have on a PC unless you use a joystick.
True. I agree on that one.
So why you think you're better than us, Neil? Why? Tell us this. Why?
Well,
the whole fucking PC.
Let me get my popcorn.
Let me get my popcorn.
No. I see. Look, I have no issues with PC players. Whatever you play, whatever you enjoy, as long as you enjoy the game, it's fine with me. But why the fuck do you come and say PC Master Race? PC Master Race.
The way
I never said that.
No, not you. I'm talking about.
Yeah,
PC players in general.
The way FAHAD is talking is like so religiously, he wants to
Man,
preach
it's like
about
wants
something.
to come out from inside.
But dirty truth,
because I've had
works for a reason.
I've had this discussion on my Gamers Lounge. I even blocked it from happening, these discussions anymore, because we got to such a point. People are swearing at each other, just basic toxic conversations.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
one of my rules, I said, be respectful, whether you're a console, PC, handheld, mobile, whatever it is. As long as you enjoy what you're playing, let people enjoy things.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
I will tell you a story. Maybe in 2010 or something. So I had to buy a new laptop. I got like really high spec laptop because I was like, okay, now I'm going to play all these games. There was Arkham and there was all these really cool games my friends were playing. I got a really good PC, like a laptop i7 and everything. I did play a lot of games on it. The first two Arkhams I played on it. I played Skyrim on it and many of the games. But then after 2 years, all the new games that were coming, they would not run on it. So that put me off. I mean, the laptop was still okay. I don't use the laptop anymore, but yeah, as you mentioned earlier, console is just easier. Yeah, but of course, PC has its advantages. If you're a tech savvy person, the joy of having the insides of getting graphic cards, assembling PCs, and those things are
And
really
if you have the
cool.
money to spend on it.
Yes, that's a very big point.
Well,
Which
we do use PCs for other things other than games as well, which you can't do with the PS, with the console.
That is true.
I think Maxime is adding a point, as in like he's saying graphics will be a good graphics will be good, but people will be, I think he's talking about PS5. Graphics will be good, but people will be mind blown by other things, like very short loading times and what is that? Larger worlds because of the better
I think more RAM space.
Yeah. storage. Yeah, he's talking about the storage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we don't know yet until we actually see a game, like Fahad said.
well, man, I mean,
Like you can't show us fucking Astro bots and tell us, oh, this is the PS5 game. Like, I don't want to play fucking Astro bots, man.
I've never
Show
played
us-
Astrobots.
well, do
Like,
you,
show us.
do you
show
guys?
us.
Yeah, go ahead,
Sorry?
go ahead.
You know, like show us something like I'm sure Horizon isn't ready yet or Spider-Man isn't ready yet, but something small tech demo that you can show us.
Well, I
They
mean,
showed the Valhalla's gameplay recently,
Man,
but
Valhalla's
that's
coming
not
on the-
PS5 exclusive. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Right. Even if Valhalla comes on the PS5, it'll be just a graphical upgrade.
well, this
Yeah.
is the thing, as in like, okay, we already had super good games on PS4, and I mean, we're gonna watch one of the trailers soon, which is what's called Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, where do you think PS5 can top this? Like in what format they're gonna top this? As in like, dude, the game is super good. Like the graphics are amazing. Like I don't know what else you can add. That's always been the question for me. Okay, what's next? Where is that place that you want to enhance? What's that thing that you want to enhance it? Like, do you guys have anything to say regarding that? Or I mean, I'm mistaken, or I don't know.
Well, when you think about think 5 years back, when you play, okay, I would say PC does better on graphics. Maybe 5 years ago. Now I don't know, and you don't know what the future holds. And then they came out with the 60 FPS games. And then when you play 60 FPS games, you can feel the difference.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the Fahad and Neil.
Yeah. I
No,
agree.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you can feel the difference. And no one would have imagined that 5 years ago. I mean, you can't even imagine, you can have a higher frame rate on a game. Who knew what FPS was maybe 5 years ago?
Exactly. I mean, that's
So-
why Neil has the upper hand on us. He has the ability to.
I have the 120 FPS.
One thing I
Oh,
agree
shit.
with PC. One thing I agree with the PC gamers that the games do look fucking gorgeous on them.
Yeah,
Man, you
I
have
agree.
you have the
I
ability
played
to tweak everything. Like you can even gear up customize your just put another better graphic card so you can have a better quality. I think that's why they have the upper hand on us, because we
Ah,
get.
man, I'm telling you, if I put even 4 wheels on my PC, I can drive it to Abu Dhabi and come back.
I remember playing Doom Eternal in Gamescom last year, and I was just mind blown at how beautiful it looked. Even though it took place in hell, beautiful.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, Maxime is saying, you remember Ratchet and Clank? That jumping through dimension showcased how they can load different worlds in seconds. This is because of the SSD because of the
SSD
SSD
technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think they're going even one up more because now you have the NVMe technology. Which is just
the
like-
whole.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just short, compact. You just, I'm actually experimenting that on my PC.
Did
so
you
I
get
might
it? Did you get the 970 Evo Samsung one?
Yeah. I'm getting the black. It's just a 1 TB. It's short, compact. Just put it in. I want to check it out and see how the boot time is going to be for the games and stuff. So if that works out.
Well, I'm looking forward as well, because I gonna be putting a PC together soon as well. That was one of my first things on my list, to get the the M.2 NVMe. But
Yep.
I realized while I was like doing this shit is like, man, wait, M.2 is different. This is different. This is the new generation, because some of the motherboard supports it, some of it don't. Because I was trying to do that whole detouring on that thing on my laptop, and the guy was like, wait, I even got the what's called the cover for it. The guy
Yeah.
the guy handled me the cover. Is like, wait a second, M.2 or NVMe? I was like, NVMe. Is like, no. Don't buy this. This is for M.2, which M.2 would make a huge difference on my laptop, if I add it, because this is an old generation, because, it is compatible with it. I found out that I can use M.2 on it, but I rather just like, I might just save up for a PC, which I gonna do eventually.
Yeah. I apologize to all the console.
No, I'm not
People-
going. I'm not doing it for gaming.
Absolutely have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm
It's
not.
fine. I'm just gonna wipe my tears.
I'm not doing it for gaming. Fahad is already pissed off. He's like, he has that grumpy look. He's like, why? I'm doing it for other things. For gaming, I am that guy. PS4. I mean, I was a PS1 guy since the beginning, man. I mean, the PlayStation forever, bro. Yo.
WWE.
Yes.
Oh, WWF.
You know what? Before jumping to the trailer of Ghost of Tsushima, I miss the old games. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's easier to play. Maybe nostalgic, or I don't know. But I feel that those games, I would kill to have like like an old what's called console just to play these games on. But I don't know. I feel it this way.
I think it's part of your childhood, and it has nostalgic feelings. So that's the only reason. I mean, I do not expect someone from Generation Z to play a game like Siphon Filter or Dino Crisis and go like, oh wow, this is so good.
Damn. Man.
Oh man.
They might play, yeah. I mean, you can play
Both good
those
games,
games
by the way.
on, yeah. Those games have the capability to be played on mobile phones now. So they will never be excited about it. Me being like, you live through it, you're growing up with it. I mean, we've played Mario when Mario was the big thing, the classic Mario, and
Family days.
Yeah, so yeah, family days, family game. The
Neil,
9999 in one cassette.
Oh my god.
Oh, I remember that 9,000 in one, and they just be the same games repeated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
Neil,
like
Muhammad Jabir has a message for you.
yeah, Mohammed Jabbar is telling you PC players suck, man.
Did any of you play Atari?
Obviously,
Yes.
yes, man.
Yeah,
Obviously.
of course.
Man.
That was my
That's where we
first
just got it all
console.
started.
That was my first ever console, man. It's just like
I've
amazing.
had the Atari, the NES, the Sega Mega Drive,
Mhm.
the PS1, the PS2, the PS3, the PS4, N64.
Man, you're such a lucky guy, man. You had a
Man,
lot
I
of
wish I had your childhood.
yeah.
Was it Fahad? Was it the same? Was the NES 64 the same as the Commodore 64? Was it?
No, that's the original Nintendo,
Okay.
We're
right.
talking
the one that
about
Mario came on.
yeah, Golden Eye, man. We talked about this. What do you remember the Golden Eye, man? You guys remember who like? Okay, man, Golden Eye was the best game ever for me on Nintendo 64. I really enjoyed playing that. That was like the first early stages of multiplayer. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. I remember it. I think I played it at my cousin's place, but I never had it myself.
Were these
I just
games
had-
were these games on PC as well back in the days, or it was just strictly for N64?
Oh, I think GoldenEye was N64 exclusive.
Yeah, I think
I
back in
might
the
be wrong,
days,
but-
the games were never like, you will never have the same game on a different platform.
Well, correct us
Yeah,
if we're
because
wrong.
I mean, back in the day, Doom was huge on PC, and there was no Doom on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it released
So
on
things
on
like
PC.
that. Yes, it released on PC.
Yeah.
I still remember the cheat codes. God, wow.
God,
And
Have you guys played the original Shadow Warrior?
yes,
I know. I
I've
played it. I
I've
played it on
played it.
PS4, man. I played it on PS4.
Man,
No, the original
No,
PC one.
I'm saying I only played it on PS4.
no, I played the original one. It's like so ghetto, and it's so funny when you play it.
Mess with the low wang.
Yeah.
I remember there was a bazooka where you shoot rabbits.
Yeah, and you remember that
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
one part where you go up the castle and there was like a naked lady there.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Teaser, bro, teaser.
Even Duke Nukem.
Oh,
Duke Nukem, yeah.
Shit,
dude,
yeah,
I still
yeah.
remember it was the first game with like, you know, explicit, like what you call with like, you know.
Yeah, I used to
oh.
hide from my parents to just play that game.
But that
You go to the
was,
strip club, you see like,
yeah.
you know, they do that. You give like $1 and they do that.
Fucking dude, the stripper was pixelated and stuff. Like her butt is like a square. Like,
Look, we didn't have many choices back then.
man. And Maxime is saying Perfect Dark was the golden eye on steroids. Best game ever made. Which one is Perfect Dark? That was a PC game or was a console game?
I don't think I played Perfect
familiar
Dark,
with
but
that.
I remember it.
Maxime, jump in the comments and tell us, was it a console game or was it a PC game? Well, Neil, why are you keeping quiet, man? We want that. Are you playing it safe, as in like we're 3 against 1, or like?
Yes, totally safe at the moment.
Well, I mean, give us like, you know.
No.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Let's like tell us more about. I mean, for sure, some of us know about like PC stuff, but tell us more, like.
Like, I mean, in terms of, I think some of the titles also that I remember from back then. I don't know if you guys know Thief.
Thief,
as
yeah.
a title. So there are these games which are total hack and slash kind of games. You just go in and just kill everything that you see inside. But then there are certain games that you actually put a little bit of your touch to it, your stealth to it, I would say. You know, I think Ghost of Tsushima is also kind of like that as well. This is what I understand from the reviews and stuff. You play stealthily as much as possible. Assassin's Creed as well. It's, you know, kind of that. So
Prince of Persia, for example.
Prince of Persia also as well. I mean, I love stealth games. Stealth games are
Me too.
one of my favorites, to be very honest. But I think
that was one of the best things in Arkham. I enjoyed playing Arkham with the stealth modes.
Yeah, I think that's a whole new aspect of the game.
Yeah, like you get all the enemies down, and then you have that one left, and the stealth mode goes away. Someone sees you, and then you don't get those points, and you're like, I'm going to play this again now.
Yeah, those challenges, right?
Yeah.
So Metal Gear Solid is a perfect example.
Yeah,
that was made. That the whole game was made for being stealth.
You know what's another game? Hitman.
Yeah, Hitman.
Man,
bro, Siphon Filter. Yeah. Siphon Filter was stealth.
Max Payne.
Siphon Filter. Do you remember? Did you used to use a taser? And fry the guy?
Taser.
Yeah. Just fry the guy till he's all black.
Yeah. Man, those graphics were so horrible.
I didn't know what Siphon Filter was, so when I went to my local game dealer who sells me all these fake games. I'm like, "Sir, what do you have for me?" He's like, "Try this." I'm like, what the fuck is Siphon Filter? He said, "Trust me, you'll like it."
Siphon Filter?
And I loved it.
Yes, Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter.
And Max is saying Perfect Dark was one of the last games on N64. It was made by the same guys who made GoldenEye. And not many people played it. They released it on Xbox, and because it was that good. And Brent is in the house. Brent Rivera, thank you very much for tuning in. He's saying Siphon Filter is a good stealth game.
Yeah.
So you know what? Whoever is watching, please share this video with your friends and everything. Let them join let them join the whole conversation. And you guys tell us what you guys think about like the new gen games and where we're heading and how it's gonna be. Your take on PS5, because we talked about all these things, and man, we can talk about a lot of good games. You know what? Let's head it to the trailer of Ghost of Tsushima. Dinner time. We watched Ghost of Tsushima, and we're gonna come back.
You are a samurai, bound to uphold a code. To live, fight, and die with honor. If you stray from this path, what will you become?
So guys, Ghost of Tsushima. What a beautiful game. I mean, I like the graphics and I mean, for me, before we hit it, whoever gonna start talking, uh, I don't know what is the game about. As in, like, I always had hard time. I mean, Sarim knows. Like, the controllers kills me, man. I mean, like this whole analog. The right one is for the camera. This one is for movement. And then I'm that I'm that keypad guy. You know, I like my things on the keypad.
He needs the Atari controller.
Yeah. So, Ghost of Tsushima. Who wants to go and talk first about it?
Well, Ghost of Tsushima is the swan song for the PS4. One of the last PS4 exclusives. I'm dying to play it. Of course, I haven't had the chance. I mean, I haven't even played Last of Us yet. So somewhere down the line, I will play this game. But from what I've been seeing, the reviews are amazing. Of course, it's been developed by Sucker Punch, who did Infamous, which is one of my favorite games as well. Yeah, man. I mean, if you guys don't know what it's about Jin Sakai. He's one of the last samurais in I think Tsushima Islands, and I think this is during the Mongol invasion of Japan. So that's all I know about the story. But from what I'm seeing, the reviews are just rave reviews. And I like these open world games. You know, where you have to go collect shit, do side quests, get lost in the side quests.
Oh, it's an open world game.
It's an open world.
It's open world.
Shoot me in the head.
When you see the trailer, I mean, you just watch the trailer and you're like, holy shit, that looks freaking awesome. I didn't play it yet either, but I saw a friend of mine who was playing it. I saw the first 10 minutes of the gameplay. The first thing, when you just in the first 5 minutes, you look at the worlds they've designed and the graphics, and you're like, man, like there is a conversation. Like he goes back in memory, and there's a conversation where between the uncle and the nephew, and you can see these leaves flying around, and you can see the water flowing, and the graphics are so crystal clear. Plus the music is probably one of the biggest aspects of the games in the past couple of years.
I've heard that.
It was never focused that much back in the day, but now, I mean, Last of Us music, the music for Death Stranding, the music, and you have
Horizon.
like big Far Cry 3's music, the Horizon, Brian Tyler's music. You have you have all these people, and music adds a lot. So putting all of this together, this game looks insane. Plus they have the black and white mode, which also looks interesting. Of course, I'm not going to play it on that.
IGN did similarities between the color and the black and white. The black and white looks like those old samurai movies, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not going to play the game without color.
The color looks beautiful, by the way. Like the scenery looks amazing. Probably second playthrough.
Yeah.
It's games like these that actually brings me to the dark side, where I have to jump platforms and hop onto a console and pick up a controller and play these games. It's only because of some of these titles that PlayStation has put out. As like, to be very honest, you can't fault it. It's amazing. So this is definitely looking to be one of those. Yeah. So I can't wait either.
So Arib saying that Cyberpunk 2077 will be the last game of the PS4. I'm talking about exclusives. I'm not talking about Cyberpunk is for the Xbox, PC, and PS4. I was talking about exclusive. So I think Ghost of Tsushima will be the last exclusive for the PS4.
By the way, a fun fact: Arib was my college mate. We're in the same class. Yeah. What's up, Arib? Thank you very much for tuning in, man. And
he also mentioned Fahad should play The Last of Us Part 2 and forget about the critics. Look, fuck the critics. I don't give a shit about them.
I agree.
Well, dude, I'm
still gonna play it.
Dude, I saw like a gameplay of Cyberpunk. Dude, even Maxime was mentioning Cyberpunk are the next games to keep your eyes on. Dude, the gameplay is amazing. It's like super good. Like, it's one of the games I am considering buying, as in like, dude, Saram knows. I downloaded Batman Arkham Knight, and I'm like, I was calling him like, dude, where to go, man? I'm lost. I don't know what to do. It's like, where am I? Where I need to go? It's like I'm just flying for no reason, driving the car for no reason, beating people up in the streets. And I even asked him like, dude, I think he was way ahead of me. It was like the second or the third time we were finishing the game, and I was
actually, to be honest, but what Batman? The third one was Arkham Knight. Yeah. So Arkham Knight, they did not focus on like the tutorials of the game, like what gadget does what. They did not focus on it at all. So unless you played 1 and 2, you don't know what gadget is used for what. So I think this is where Dirty was struggling.
Wait, you didn't play one and two?
dude, I jumped into this. I was like, it was on PSN and I downloaded. I was like, dude, I don't know where to go. I'm not a fan of open world. Like, really. Like, I don't know. Maybe I played the wrong game because Sarim was saying, dude, you started with a hard one. This is like super.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So dirty, you know what to do. You have to buy the PlayStation 1, start from there, play all the titles.
what did we have open
do
world
the
games in PS1?
No, I'm just saying.
Dude, Shadow Warrior was an open world game.
I that's the thing. I played Shadow Warrior on PS4. That's what Sultan showed me on when we were at his place.
No, but that's the new one. That's
Yeah,
the new
that's the
one.
thing.
I'm talking
That's the
about
thing.
the first one.
Yeah, I didn't know that was on PS1. I mean, dude, I mean, as you know, man, I stuck with one game, Rocket League, for the rest of my life. You know how I am. I'm
You're like one of those guys who just buy a PS4 for FIFA.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's so mean, man.
That's
I know
totally
people who've
again.
done that. I've known people who bought a PS4 just for
This
FIFA.
is
That's it.
This is Middle East.
Well,
exactly.
That's Middle East. Since we were talking about Cyberpunk, Fahad, what is your take on the Cyberpunk edition of Xbox?
Is it
It
different?
looks insane.
Is it different?
The console.
The console.
The console looks sick.
So what they've done is, you know how PS4 has exclusive consoles, like with the designs and decals of, they had Spider-Man, they had Death Stranding, they had the
Spider-Man.
Batman. Then now for Cyberpunk, they've made it one for Xbox.
Is it?
it
And a
looks
hard drive as well,
sick.
right?
Yeah, it looks insane.
Is it different? Well, what is the difference?
It just looks different.
That's the decal.
It's a custom. It's a custom collector's edition.
Yeah.
Man,
And it's funny because they announced a couple of months ago, that Cyberpunk is going to be releasing in the UAE. But
it will
it's
not.
going to be It's going to be releasing in the UAE
Okay.
and Saudi. But it's going to be interesting because there's some things in the game which, like you can customize your genitalia.
What?
No way.
Oh, really?
No way.
Yes, dude, the game is going in detail.
Why do you know that?
Because they made an
What?
article about it.
He runs Gamers Lounge for crying out loud. He's supposed to know all this.
Exactly.
But why?
supposed to know all
But
this.
why you need to customize that part? As in, like, what do you want to
Because
do with it?
no, you're customizing your character, so that's the point. The game is going to go in detail. You can customize literally everything, even that thing. So it's going to be interesting, since they're releasing the game here. How are they going to avoid that?
Dude, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't let God of War be on a PSN. Do you think they will let that thing go on? I mean, I don't think
Look,
so.
the first 3 God of Wars they didn't release, but the God of War, the 2018, they released.
Yeah.
on PSN.
We're talking about God of War 3. It should have been on PSN games for free
Oh, yeah.
download, and they
I
didn't
remember,
make
I
the
remember.
cut. Didn't make the cut in this region.
But bro, Red Dead Redemption 2 released a couple of months ago in Saudi.
Wow.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yes, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I saw on the PlayStation Arabia Instagram page that Red Dead Redemption 2 is available now. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
How did that fly under the radar?
Yeah. You guys, okay, let's jump back to the comments in a bit, and we're gonna come back again, and we're gonna watch Last of Us trailer. So no spoiler alerts. So Arib is saying Ahmed should start Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, man, I hate these games. I don't know.
Oh, if you start Red Dead Redemption, you're going to hate everyone who's recommended that game to you.
Dude, you know what I like? You know, do you know how I like to play these games? I know it's a very bitchy thing to say. I just want to go and watch someone play it, and I have my popcorn and watch it.
People like you made Twitch a huge success.
Hey,
Yes. Yes.
It's not that. It's that, like, I like to play these type of games, but like I just get lost. There's no manual. It's like, you know what? Just go wherever you want. You know?
That's
I
another
remember
level of
when-
geekiness, I would say.
Yeah.
That's
I
another-
remember when.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. When MK11 released the expansion Aftermath, and Dirty calls me, he's like, dude, whenever you're going to play, let me know. I want to watch you play it. So I share play with Dirty, and he's watching me play the whole game.
Yeah. I mean, I like this. I mean, I don't know. It's just a thing. But I do like playing these games, and it's very interesting. I mean, like one of these games that I played and I was like, what the hell is going on, was GTA on PC. And I was like, I'm talking about San Andreas. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I never knew what to do. I mean, like, you know, there were some missions that you didn't have to scratch the car and take the car from a location to another location. I landed with the car like full on bruised up, and like, you know, mission failed. You know, I don't understand. I mean, that's why I'm very like selective with my games. You know, man, like the comments are piling up, and Ariba's saying prequel. Yeah, okay, Red Dead Redemption is the prequel, and then it's like no Red Dead Redemption is a section, like Blackwater is locked. Dude, do not explain all these things to me because I don't understand it.
Like Chinese for him.
Yeah, it's like that. Salman is just finished Last of Us 2. Salman STFU, because we have a lot of all these three guys. They still didn't started Last of Us 2. Such a great game with a powerful ending. Okay, you know what? I'm talking too much.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But one thing I'm gonna add, like you, console guys, you guys are missing out a lot of strategy games. I don't know if you're into that.
I
So when
love
you look
generals.
at going way back, like say for example, Command and Conquer, Age of
Red
Empires,
Red Alert.
Yeah.
Warcraft, Dota. I don't see how a console player could play something like that. You actually,
I don't think you can. I don't think console players will ever be able to play
Never.
those kind of games and
That's
have the
something
same
you guys
kind of
are
fun.
missing out on.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for those games.
So you,
To be honest, me too. But maybe if I started, I might get into it.
Dude.
But I don't want to.
A friend of mine introduced me to Dota 2. I went through the whole 1-hour tutorial, and I played a few games with him, few games online. It just didn't click with me.
no, it's different, right? So Dota 2 is just it's a MOBA based games, but when you go into strategy, like before Dota even came out, it was Warcraft 3. So before World of Warcraft, I'm not talking about the online mass multiplayer thingy. It's just, you know, you got 2 teams, you build up your army, you go fight the other teams. So something as simple as that.
Well, me and my friends, we sometimes just go play generals.
Man,
these
Generals
cafes.
is amazing. Generals
Or we
is
go play
amazing.
Counter-Strike, you know.
Yeah, getting a bunch of friends, going to an internet cafe and playing games cafe. That's like one of the best things to do.
Games
and the
cafe
cheapest
and-
weekend ever.
Yeah, and then ordering the junk food, you know.
Yes.
Who remembers GNC? The net cafe opposite Dara City Center.
Sounds familiar.
Dude, that place had amazing junk food, and it was one of the most old school network places, like net cafes. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. I
But
remember.
it is surprising how good they made the food.
Exactly. It's like, you know, like
Yeah.
you expect that standards from Hardee's or like, you know, McDonald's, but
Maybe better. I mean, Q Club's food, E-Zone's food. The food was really, really good.
Yeah, you had your own bell right next to your
Exactly.
they still do.
right
They
next
still
to your
do.
keyboard.
Yeah.
They still do. You still have it. By the way, Ariba's mentioning, he's asking you guys, well, which game you guys think it would be the game of the year?
Tough one.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's very hard to say.
Well, just say.
No,
I mean, I haven't played most of those games, so I can't really tell.
yeah, we haven't played them
we
yet.
still
that's all right.
we still have Cyberpunk to come. We still have a couple of more other games, because I don't think, you know, games like Marvel Avengers and Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be game of the year. But yeah, man, we still have a few months to go.
And what you call it? Maxime is saying that consoles have strategy games, which are
Actually, there was a game called Dragon Age Inquisition, which was the closest thing to strategy, because you play as like 4 players and before attacking an enemy, you can assign which person does what. So that was the closest thing to strategy which I played on console. Maybe there are other games out there. Yeah, if anyone knows it, just drop it in the comments. Maybe we can check it out later.
He's saying Civil Nation is one of them.
Civilization.
Civil Nation or Civilized?
Civilization.
And he's saying easy. He's talking about the game of the year is like easy, Last of Us 2. Man, I think you guys are getting a lot of spoilers. He's like, man.
No, we have a lot of fans, I would say. Just, I have a lot of fans. Yeah.
Yeah, Last of Us.
One thing I don't understand is like, fine, you don't like a game, and you have your opinion on it, but you don't go start demeaning other people who like the game. I don't like FIFA. I know people who like FIFA. I don't say, what, fuck you. You like FIFA? Why the fuck do you like FIFA? You like it, you like it. You don't like it, don't play it.
Yeah, man.
And don't go,
bashing other people, because of their
not only bashing other people, but social justicing, caps locking the developers and the actors, threatening them.
This is the same problem we have in Rocket League, by the way.
Man, Rocket League, man. If you guys get on this platform, it's just, man, the trash talking, man. Sometimes the opponent teams are behind. You remember that guy, SARIM? Like his team was so behind. The guy's like, he was texting. He's like, go play Minecraft, please. Uninstall game. Go play Minecraft. It's like, they're so toxic, man. Rocket League's platform is so toxic. And Arib is saying Cyberpunk will be the next game of the year, I think. I think because of the graphics and the storyline, it's very like futuristic and stuff. Maybe it will. I mean, again, it depends. The whole race is too long now. There is a lot of good games. Ghost of Tsushima, there is Last of Us 2, and there is Cyberpunk that's coming out. Far Cry 6 is coming out, yeah?
That's for next year.
I'm looking forward to Far Cry 6.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching the trailer as well. Yeah, and you know what? Okay, for now, let's hit it and let's watch the trailer for Last of Us 2. What you guys think?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop! I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
So yeah, this was I mean, the trailer looks amazing. So everyone, what you guys think? You guys are hyped up to play the game?
Well, I hope I get the time because every time I want to, something else comes up.
And the thing about the game is, when I open the box, it has 2 CDs. And the last time that happened was Red Dead Redemption 2, and that game was huge. It was an amazing game. I loved the storyline, but at some point I was like, I need to do something else in life. Please finish.
Yeah, there was a point where I was addicted to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
But
so
I just
hope
couldn't manage. I just couldn't, like, it's just too much horse riding, too much shit to kill. You'll go hunting to get a certain skin to upgrade that, and I just didn't have the time.
different categories of animals. You had the rare one.
There was a glitch, okay, where you could go to this burnt down house, open one of the chests, and you can get unlimited gold.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Arthur would just go in, start grabbing gold, and grab as much as you want. Then restart your last checkpoint, go to the same house again, do it again.
So whoever's not played Red Dead Redemption, you know what to do.
I mean they've patched
Unless
it
they
now.
patched it up. Oh, yeah,
They've patched it up. But you had to do it in a specific way in a specific time, and people would get it. And they had millions in their account, and they would upgrade the entire camp.
There is a comment to you, Fahad. He's saying, Gamers Lounge, stop making excuses and play the game. You won't regret it.
Yeah, you'll, try
Yeah,
having a
all gonna
full-time
do that.
job. Yeah, full-time job with a wife, and then
Yeah. And Arib is asking which, like for you guys, which was the best character for you? Are you talking about Last of Us or like Red Dead? I think he's talking about Red Dead. He's talking about Arthur, Kratos, and Ellie. Who are these
video
guys?
game characters that he's talking about.
Yeah, video game characters.
Oh, that's a very hard one.
Yeah, it is.
Salman already said Snake. Already, Salman.
MGS.
Yeah.
Kratos will be one for me. Man, this is a tough one.
For me, I think what really, I would say Agent 47 from Hitman. For some reason, I've always looked forward to playing Hitman games. I just loved it. I just loved what they were doing with the franchise, and they've done some really good stuff with it.
I think my all-time favorite Hitman game was Hitman Blood Contracts.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that game.
it's amazing.
I remember when I bought the fake game, so the cover at the back, okay, so it had Agent 47 holding a sniper like this, but it wasn't his face. Okay, guess whose face it was? You would not even guess whose face it was. It was so random.
John
It is
Cena.
an actor. It is an actor.
Ron Jeremy?
John Cena, no. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You got the
I don't
fake.
know why.
The fake one was Arnold.
The fake one at the back, they have all the details and the pictures.
Yeah,
So it was Agent 47 with the sniper, but his face was like
Maybe
Arnold
that's what he
Schwarzenegger.
meant by I'll be back. He was at the back.
was it John Wick?
This was way before John Wick.
Yeah,
I know.
man. So
what are the new games coming out on PC? I mean, I'm completely out of touch with PC.
Yeah,
'cause-
Mr. PC, tell us.
Mr.
Enlighten us.
PC, Mr.
Mr.
PC.
Elaborate.
So
Please.
the way my
Tell us
whole-
more.
my gaming regime has kind of changed. Like I am more into like co-op playing. So I play a lot of multiplayer games. So it's kind of like Apex Legends, Call of Duty. Call of Duty not so
Fortnite.
much. No, I can't do Fortnite. Sorry guys. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not
well,
14 years old.
Yeah, there's another one that came out from Riot Games called Valorant, but I haven't even.
I've heard that's giving a lot of issues here, server-wise.
Yeah, I tried it. It looked like Fortnite. I just shut it off and deleted it. So,
All right, what is your thought on Hyperscape? I'm sure you've seen the gameplay on that. It looks
not
like Have you watched the movie Ready Player One?
Ready
Yes.
Player One, yes.
It looks like that.
Hmm.
I mean,
But I
if you see
have-
the story-wise with the whole VR thing, and
I have yet to play it before I can give my 2 cents to it.
no, they showed the CGI trailer. From the CGI trailer, it looked like that. At least it reminded me of Ready Player One.
And Salman is saying Ritik Roshan.
Oh man, I have so much to say.
Oh my god. Arib is also saying Fortnite sucks. I mean, I don't think it sucks. It's just like, it's very directed to, it's a very targeted game, as in, like, it's specifically for, like, specific age. And I think that's
I
why
think
we
it's
don't...
made to make money. I think it's made to make money. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, it's made way too much money.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop either.
I mean, you remember, I mean, Neil's wife was in charge of one of the, was it Insomnia? Neil, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was part of the team that was doing Insomnia
And-
before that con as well.
Yeah, and she was saying that, in the first hour that they opened the whole registration, 500 registrations only for Fortnite. I mean, dude,
not
that's
surprised.
insane. You remember, Sarim, when we went there? I mean, you guys were there. You saw the section for Fortnite. It's
Yeah,
one.
it was huge.
I'm like, wow. And they kept 2 PlayStations for Rocket League.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, I want to play Rocket League. It's like, man, we go and come back in a few hours. Still, there's like, the same people playing Rocket League. I'm like, dude, get up. I want to play. But I don't know. Fortnite is one of these games. It's just getting hyped for no
Priorities,
reason.
bro. Priorities.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me something. I mean, I don't know much about these games, the Fortnite and all these games. There was a point in time PUBG was such a big hit.
Well, Fortnite is a PUBG thingy.
So can anyone tell me that? I mean, because I don't know much about PUBG. So let's just talk about it.
I think so. PUBG has got its own dynamics within the game, but it's more realistic, right? So it's realistic with realistic weapons. But Fortnite is more fantasy based.
And more cartoony.
Yeah, it's more cartoony. It's like while you're shooting somebody, you can build a tower, and it's like what? Like there's no. But I mean, that just didn't go well with me. I was like, nah, this game just doesn't.
Well, that's the point of Fortnite, right? It's called Fortnite. You gotta build forts to defend yourself.
How the hell you can shoot and aim and run away and make a house? Who came up with this?
Bro, I've seen people's hands go like this on the PCs like this.
I can see my niece jumping around as well.
And
I know what's going on.
I have no idea how they do that. And they're doing this while they're building and shooting. One hand on the mouse, one hand on the keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even Arib is agreeing. It's like PUBG is a bit better than Fortnite, as in, like, I think it's just because of that whole cartoonish vibe that Fortnite gives us. I think that's why it's like, I mean, Apex Legend is very futuristic and cartoonish, but I would go for Apex Legend if I want to play a battle royale game, to be honest with you.
I think it all comes down to the gameplay, because I really like how Apex Legends, the mechanics within it. Also, it's very smooth in terms of graphics. It isn't as heavy as PUBG. PUBG was super heavy on the PC, super heavy. I mean, it was the coding was bad. It was glitchy. There were a lot of things. But Apex never. I personally, I didn't face those kind of issues. On the other hand, Call of Duty, mad updates. An update is like 50 GB or something like that. Like
wow.
And they would put out an update like every week or something. So it was like just too funny. Yeah, to be honest.
So what is the latest game you're playing right now? Like mostly you're playing that game.
Yeah, it's just Apex. So the thing is also with my busy schedule, running a business and everything. So it's just like, okay, just hop on, play a couple of games with multiplayer, just get my fix and then dive back to life. that's how it is, man. Pretty much. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's some people prefer. I mean, that's why even my previous guest said is like, there is games for every taste. So, it's just Fortnite is not our taste. You know what? Let's watch the trailer of Far Cry because, dude, the trailer is amazing. What you guys think, man?
Let's do it.
I'm
Let's
so
go for it.
forward. Yeah.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes, de los...
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe, Diego. Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now. I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong. They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people and you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. Do you understand now? Prove it.
Watch more from Far Cry 6.
He's vegan.
He's vegan.
So,
what? Seriously?
I'm vegan. But we were talking about food when we were like, watching the trailer. So, guys, Far Cry 6, it looks very promising. What you guys think?
Wait, you're a vegan?
You still stuck on the vegan thing? Yes, I am vegan.
You know what? Forget about the console wars. What the fuck are you a vegan?
Health, man. Health stuff, man. Health is stuff.
Since when?
Well, I mean, once I got diagnosed with diabetes 2016, then I had to,
Change your diet?
Yeah. Now it's almost a
He
year
did pretty
and
good. He lost a lot of weight. I mean, he looks pretty good now.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If it's a health issue, fine. That
Yeah.
was like a lifestyle or
Guys, whoever is
It's not
watching-
like you're missing a nice medium burger or anything.
Yeah, like a steak or something.
Fahad
Machine
was
chicken.
Fahad wanted to gang up on me because I'm a vegan. It's like, wait, I don't want to talk about games where you're vegan. Well, I'm not doing it because of that whole thing, just health benefits. So anyway, let's get back to Far Cry 6. What you guys think, man? It looks very promising, man.
I am looking forward to Far Cry 6 just because of the actor.
Yeah.
Giancarlo, I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito, yeah.
Yeah. I loved him in Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of my favorites in Breaking Bad. As soon as I saw the trailer, or there was rumors that he was going to be in Far Cry 6. But I am looking forward to this. The last good Far Cry game I played was Far Cry 4, the one in Nepal.
Man, whenever
That was the last good one.
Whenever you're saying Far Cry, I'm thinking about something like fucked cry. That's how I was here. Anyway.
This is what
I don't know what to
happens.
say to that.
This is what happens when you have vegan food.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
the last good game was Far Cry 4 in Nepal. I hated Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
The whole cult thing, I just hated it, and it was very repetitive.
Was it that with the trailer, Hey Hermano, that one? Or what?
No, that was 3. That was 3.
3, yeah.
Speaking of
that
3,
was the best Far Cry.
Yeah. Speaking of 3, there is a theory that the kid you saw in the trailer,
he has the thing on the eye.
It's actually Vaz as a kid, the main villain from 3, because he has that little as you mentioned, the little cut here.
Same scar.
So there's a lot of rumors running around on that it's him as a kid. So it's interesting to see February 18th next year.
I agree.
So
I mean, Far Cry has always been about the villain. I mean, the good villain. Far Cry is always about the villain. Was the first one, and he was a phenomenal villain.
Yeah, he was.
There was 4 and 5, and even the Far Cry gameplay is insane. It's lovely. I mean, you have the stealth missions. You have to liberate the outposts and do all this. That was so cool. There was a Far Cry version, a game that was released, Far Cry Primal. Although the story was horrible.
Yeah.
But
I always thought a Far Cry in the Jurassic period would be amazing. Unfortunately, it didn't have any dinosaurs.
Yeah, I did enjoy the gameplay. I enjoyed the gameplay, but the story was just stupid.
Yeah, but again, you make a decision, right? Story versus gameplay kind of.
I agree.
Wait. Arib is saying he just read on Reddit. I mean, Reddit is not a very useful source to get information from, first of all, but he's saying that he checked that is like Vass isn't in Far Cry 6.
You never know. No one knows it.
Well, he's saying,
I'm not saying he is in the game. I'm just saying there were rumors that kid is Vaz because of the whole cut on his eyebrow thing.
Yeah.
On that thing, and Arib is like he's going on a roll, man. It's like on those days this wasn't there. I don't know what I think he's still talking about Far Cry, and he's asking what you guys think the next gen console will be released. What?
Yep. So I think he's talking about PS5.
Veganism.
So I mean, like, dude, I mean. Neil, you wanted to talk about Quake and Diablo and stuff like this, the games that you like grew up.
I just came up with something. So, Ahmed, so are you a vegan Jin?
Jesus.
Vegan Jin, get it? I'm sorry, I'm just hungry.
I love how this table for 4 is going so far, man. It's more.
If this was a table for 4 in a restaurant, you'd be eating salad.
No, bro, there's other options, man.
Falafel, bro.
Yo,
falafel.
Bro. Vegan burgers.
Yeah, man.
Vegan Beyond Burger, yeah.
So Quake and Diablo and all these good games for PS, man. For PC.
This is something that we were talking off when we were not live. While you guys are playing the trailer, definitely Diablo. That's one of the games that I really, really loved.
Mm-hmm.
I like the whole storyline. I mean, it's kind of like very similar to Doom, where you're just fighting demons from hell, and it's just constant. And I think even going back to even what he said, mentioned Quake also. One of the early first-person shooters that I played that really had an amazing soundtrack. Introduced me to Nine Inch Nails when you played the CD.
I played Quake on PC.
Yes. So if you put the CD in, it would automatically start like auto playing, because you had autoplay back then. It would just start playing. It had about 3 or 4 tracks, if I'm not mistaken, of Nine Inch Nails. It was like, wow, where did this come from? So as a kid, it was pretty interesting. Yeah.
Even I don't know how many of you played Twisted Metal 3.
Man, Twisted Metal, that PS1 game, man.
But if you put that into the deck, the music deck, it plays all the soundtracks from the music from the game.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, thank you guys. Now Arib is on a rage and he's making fun of me regarding food, and he's like, man, shawarmas with spicy chicken and motherfucking steaks and grilled chicken with hummus. I mean, come on, man. It's not that I miss anything. I had that for
You
like.
can still have hummus.
Yeah, hummus is yeah. So back to the gaming things. Yeah, so because it's so off, like thirst. Come on, man.
This is the point. If you were sitting somewhere like in Golden Hall or you're sitting in Q Club, you would be pressing the button right now for food. So this is exactly that button.
What was that sound? Anyway, man, I mean, Quake and these games, I've never had the chance to play them. I like I think I played, what was that? Diablo, yeah. I played Diablo a bit on PC, but again, it was just like, what the hell is going on? One of these moments for me, because with me, dude, PC, I used to play Most Wanted. Like, sorry, not Most Wanted. Yeah, Most Wanted, and what was the other one? Underground 2.
Need for Speed 100 was amazing.
Man, yeah. I used to pimp my Hummer and just like go and like roam around like, properly with, just have fun in the streets. That was good.
Talking about a car, right?
Yes, man. Need for Speed, bro.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Pimping your Hummer and shit. Yeah.
What else I can be pimping, man?
You tell me.
Talking
on
about
the streets.
Quake. Talking about Quake, it reminds me of Unreal Tournament.
Unreal Tournament.
I remember those.
Dude, that was one of the best games to play like with your friends on like on LAN in games cafes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was so cool. It was so fun. You just kill each other.
What about
and capture the flag.
Oh
exactly.
my god, man. Dude, one of our friends, SARIM, knows Vebov, man. He has a funny story. He's like, they were playing, I don't know which game they were playing, but it was like capture the flag mode. So he's like, they were waiting on one guy to go and capture the flag, but he, by mistake, he blew his team off like with the bomb. What was that story, man? Do you remember it, Saram? He's like, we wanted him to wait, I think they all died and this guy was the last guy on the team and he could have saved them, win the match, and he blew himself off or something like this.
That was the story. Like everyone died and there was one guy who could easily get the flag, but instead of getting the flag, he just blew himself up.
And he had another incident. He's like, man, I think he saw it online. Like the guy, like he didn't have any more, he didn't have any more bullets, and there was a tank in front of him, and he was doing this with his gun. Is like, I don't have ammunition, and the guy in the tank was like, moving the thing as well as like, okay. Man,
people try to communicate.
Man, there is other ones like, the guy is on stealth and one of them is on, I think it's Battlefield. The guy is behind him on the roof. The guy is in sniper. He's like, he's on that mode, and the guy goes behind him and he plants the bomb on his ass, and he texts him. Is like, dude, look behind you. Look behind you. The moment he turns back, he blows up. And dude, before like wrapping this up till we get the conclusion of where we stand together, whether it's PC or Xbox or PS1, whatever, Switch, Nintendo Switch. Man, come on, give me a break, bro. And like Arib is saying,
vegan food.
Yeah, he's talking about a lot of garlic sauce and stuff like this, but he's saying Quake 3 was a very fast, and I think are still tournament going on. Tournament.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
Tournaments. Yeah. There was a point in time when my call sign used to be Quake Master. I used to really kill it at that game. But it's been ages, man. But I think you have something called Quake Live right now, so you can actually play it even through your browser.
Right now. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's. So here we go. All this time he was not talking anything regarding PC, and now he's popping out. Come on, man.
But the thing is, like, I'm not that I'm not a hardcore PC player. I mean, I am hardcore, but of course I do come to console.
Are you trying to shift sides now?
No, I'm not shifting sides. No, definitely not. But I do go to consoles to play some really good original titles, which they put out. Because if they put it on PC, then I wouldn't even touch a console.
Are you going to be getting Horizon on PC?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've got Last of Us 2. It's still sealed. I'm just waiting to pop the wrapper and start on
Just
that.
FYI, it's 60 GB of update.
Yeah, I know. I have to clean out my hard drive now.
So guys, for wrapping this session up, what's the conclusion? Where we're standing? What's next? What's next, man?
Veganism? No, sorry.
All hail veganism.
Yeah.
So, conclusion, where we're standing. Are we all united when it comes to gaming? It's no matter what console or PC we're using, or it's really there is a difference between these devices.
Nah, for me, man, it's gamers united. Whatever you play on, whatever platform it is, you like it, you enjoy it. Who am I to say anything?
Yeah, I agree with that. Whether you play FIFA or not.
Or Fortnite or not.
Or Fortnite or not.
Or Fortnite
Or
or
just
not.
buy a PS4 for Rocket League or not.
Hey. Hey. You know what? Okay, I'll let this go. And,
Yeah.
And Maxim is saying PC guys should check Star Citizen. What is a Star Citizen?
Oh God, what is Star Citizen?
I haven't heard of Star Citizen.
You haven't heard of Star Citizen?
Probably
He's
might.
Googling it now.
Yeah.
Oh, so something that you don't know about PC.
There are tons of games on freaking PC, man. Like crazy amounts. Well,
So two of the guys are agreeing. What about you, Neil? Where we're standing together or we're apart?
no, I'm still a very avid PC fan. I mean, I can't play with on that controller for too long. I'm just a mouse and keyboard kind of guy. But I do enjoy some of the content. So sometimes it's not only just playing, it's just enjoying the content that's on the games. So I do visit the console regime from time to time. I'm just waiting for these guys on console to visit the PC side, come to the dark side once in a while.
Neil, do you have the Xbox Live, the Xbox Game Pass?
No, I don't have an Xbox.
No, you can get it on PC as well.
Oh, really? No, I don't.
So you can play the Xbox games on PC.
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft.
And it's like what, $5? It's like $5 a month, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting. Okay.
And
Take a look at that.
And Maxim is saying PC guy isn't a PC guy.
Well, I can't help it if PlayStation puts out some amazing titles. I just can't help it, man. You have to go and try it out.
Yeah, man. So, man, thank you guys very much for joining me for this Table for Four. It was a blast talking to you guys. So, I already mentioned where they can find you just extra information. Neil, where they can find you and
Oh, yeah, you can catch me on Instagram, Psychicker. I think it's posted down right there. So let's connect, let's chat.
Fahad, what about you? Where they can find you, bro?
On Facebook, you can find us at Gamers Lounge DXB. Instagram, Gamers Lounge Dubai, and check out our podcast on YouTube, Gamers Lounge Dubai.
And Sarim, about your travel blogs that I know it's on a standby for now because of the whole pandemic stuff. So where they can find you?
Yeah, but they can still find me. The travel blog, okay, I'm not traveling, but the blog is still up. Instagram at Please Stamp My Passport, or the website www.pleasestampmypassport.com. And even on Facebook, it's the same name, Please Stamp My Passport.
So, man,
that sounds like if you have a Pakistani passport.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not go there.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I'm Pakistani, so I can say that.
Yeah,
that is true.
Guys,
before we leave, one more time, thanks and happy birthday, bro.
Oh man,
happy birthday, bro. Go have a vegan cake.
Yeah. Even he's laughing.
Yeah, dude, it's not, dude. It's I will explain to you once I meet you over chai and stuff like this, man. It's something way more deeper. It's not because of the whole cause. Oh, I'm against this. No, it's health stuff. But anyway, man, thanks a lot, guys, for joining me for this Table for Four. It's gonna be like a new series that I'm gonna be releasing every month, like one session every month. and there's going to be different content every time. And again, thank you very much, Neil, Fahad, and Sarim for joining me for this session. It was a blast talking about like old school stuff and getting more insights. I mean, your takes on the whole new generation that is releasing. And thank you very much wherever like tuned in, that you guys been like, you know, engaging in the comments. Arib, Salman, Max, thank you guys very much. And I got to be announcing the winner for the giveaway that is from the Gamers Lounge Dubai. They're going to be giving away a download code for NFS Heat PS4 game. So I'm going to be announcing after we're off air. So again, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys on the other side.
Have a good night.
Cheers.
Good
Cheers.
night.
Take care.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Bye. Bye.